Hello everyone, welcome to Academic Literacy 302 in the spring semester 2020. Obviously, we'll be doing the first few weeks online, so these videos will just guide you through those weeks. First of all, what you'll need to do before you do anything else is go to Manabar and download the PDF for this, and it should look exactly like what you've got on the screen right now. So here's a course description. You can read through that by yourself. There's some things which don't really apply at the moment, but once we get back in the classroom, they will apply. Also, the assessment here. This is what it's usually like, but again, this might have to be slightly adjusted because of the circumstances at the moment, so please bear with us. And the weekly schedule also is meant for a face-to-face class, so this might be adjusted slightly as well. So again, just please listen to the weekly instructions about that. Alright, so we've got paragraph review on page 4. What I'd like you to do is just work through that by yourself, and then next week we can give you the answers to that. Okay, so now we're talking about the model layout of a paragraph. That's on page 6 of your workbook. And the important things to note here is, first of all, on the right hand side at the top, you should have your student information. Okay, that's your name, what draft it is, your class, the date, and your student number. Then we want a title, which needs to be centered. Okay. Bold, underline is also good. The first sentence should always have an indent here. The sides of your paragraph, you can see they're straight here. That's called justified. Okay. At the end of your paragraph, you'll need the word count. And you'll also need to be using Times New Roman, and it should always be 12 point. And it also always needs to be double spaced. Alright, so let's just work through how to do all of those things. So I've got my paragraph here, and first of all what I'll do is I'll highlight it all, and you can see you need to change it to Times New Roman. Also need to change the size. And at the moment the orientation is not straight on either side. So we can change that by coming up to the top here and pressing this button, justify. Okay. Now we've got the issue that this is all on the left hand side. So we can change that by the button next to justify, align right. And this is in the, needs to be in the center. Okay, and the word count also needs to be on the right hand side. So we also now have an issue with spacing. So just highlight what you need for spacing, which is just the actual body text itself. And you go up to this button here, 2. And that's all you need to do to double space your work. And when we want to know the word count of a document, what you need to do is highlight the body text. Okay, please do not highlight your student information or title. So after you've highlighted the body text, go to the review tab, and then you've got word count down here. And you can see how many words are there. So this is 201 words. So then I can adjust that to 201. You'll also, when you're writing, you might come across some blue lines, like I've got 2 in the document at the moment, or occasionally a red line. The blue lines are for grammar, so if you right click on that, you can see it's suggesting that I put a comma in there. With the grammar ones, it's definitely up to you whether you use it or not. I'm going to ignore it, just both of those two. If you get a red one, like that, then something's wrong with your spelling. Okay, and again, be careful because sometimes it doesn't get it right, especially with Japanese names, for example. It has some real problems with those. Okay, so the last thing you need to do is save your work. So go on to here, save, and in this case, you want to save it as your name. Your class, and whatever it is that you're writing. Okay, and then you can save that like that. Okay, so that's basic formatting finished, and from now it's really your homework. What we'd like you to do is to write 150 words paragraph about your spring vacation, and please follow the paragraph formatting ideas that we've gone through today and submit it to Manaba by the date, and the date it needs to be submitted will be decided by your teacher, so please follow that. Okay, that's all for this week.